I don't know one of my kids in prison, right? My nephew's son in prison. That was him calling. I've been sending him the voicemail. I've been sending him the voicemail all day. So that was him. I was just telling him. Mother Earth is What's up? What's up? What's up? What it be? What it be? What it be? All right. So I gotta tell my kids to log on. Y'all know. But what it be? What we talking about today? Nikki, where Nikki at? Where is Nikki? Where is my co-host for today? Which is my homie, Nikki. Nikki, where you at? So we were just gonna kind of like, sorta, you know, talk about trauma. We're gonna talk about trauma. Um, let me see. What y'all doing today? Any cookouts? Who having a cookout? Nikki, I'm gonna drop the link for you, boo. He is dropping it. He is dropping it because Nikki is the co-host of the video today. He is dropping it. Um, got it. There you go, Nikki. Nikki, where you at, baby? Who having a cookout today? So I want to talk about drama. I mean trauma. I said drama. Trauma that that is known in families like trauma that is some trauma can be generational, but some trauma can be it be what it be. And yesterday, we were sharing stories about what happened to us. I shared a story. Nikki, hey sister. Nikki, Nikki, can you hear me?
Uh-oh.
You hear me? Okay.
Can you
I
hear
can.
me? Wait,
Yep.
hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. I can't hear you. Oh,
You can hear
shit.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what the video? The video is about, you remember yesterday kind of like what we left off about different type of traumas that we have been through. Hey, sis. Um
Yeah.
that's kind of like, where I wanted to piggyback off of a little bit. Before I say anything, do
Mhm.
you have a story that you want to share today? Just icing for a friend.
I really don't. I have something I can talk about, but it's not like in like a story format. Wait, hold on. Is my background loud?
No, you're fine.
Oh, yeah. So I know you were saying like if we ever been betrayed it, and I don't have a story for that.
So whatever you
Excuse
want
me.
to share, because the goal is to educate, right? The goal is whatever you share, somebody might can learn from whatever you're sharing. So we're I'm listening. Go ahead, so
Um, okay, so one thing that I've dealt with, and I can say I'm a very forgiving person, so I feel like I'm over it. However, it is something that I think about a lot, which is my mother went to jail when I was around 10, 11. We got
how
raided,
old you was?
and yeah, and I was 10 or 11. I think I was
Okay,
11.
okay,
So my mother took all the charges, and she had to go do the time. So it's, instead of the police taking us to the state, they took my brothers to my grandmother's house, and I went to my aunt's house, which was right around the corner from my grandmother. And I love my aunt to this day. However, that was an experience. Um,
why did they separate y'all?
well, that's what my brothers wanted to go.
Okay,
I, didn't, I didn't want to go there. Excuse me. So, um, my aunt was the type. I never got a whooping a day in my life. One, because I was born sick. So, two, I was a good kid. So I never had to get, you know, beat. My brothers, yeah, they bad. So my aunt, whew, um, because I was sick, of course she knew my medical history, but and that was a big responsibility for her because her two sons were fine, but her and my mother were the closest. So of course she knew my illness. But anytime I got sick, and she would take me to doctors because I had a rare condition. She used to be saying stuff like, she used to be saying shit that just made, excuse me, that just made me feel bad. Like, oh, like as if I was an alien or something. So I never spoke up about that. But then another thing was, it was rules at her house, which I am fine to this day abiding by rules. However, with my condition, one thing that she used to make me do is if I went to the bathroom, say if I even ran to the bathroom, you know how kids, you run in the bathroom, you use the bathroom, you wash your hands, or you don't because you're a kid,
right.
and you go outside. Well, with her, she had bleach by the side of the toilet and a cleaning rag, and she told me I had to wash her toilet every time I used it.
What?
And yeah, and if she didn't smell bleach, she will she would try to slap me. And I say try because I would like, you know,
Read
duck
it.
it.
Right.
Yeah. So she used to make me do that and I would cry. And I'd be like, what I have is not contagious. It's not contagious. And she would just go off. She'd just go off. So I always held that in, like to the point where when I turned 12 and I got my menstruation, and I was scared to tell her. I never told her. I just balled up some tissue and I ran to my friend's house. She never bought me any sanitary napkins or anything. And I wrote a letter to my mother letting her know, you know,
Wait,
that I was
wait,
on my
Nikki.
cycle.
Let me ask you this: how long was your mom in jail?
Altogether, she did over about three to 3.5 years. But it was broken up because
Okay,
I woke up one day and I was sick. My aunt, she thought I was just trying to get out of school, going to school. That wasn't the case. She went down to the doctor. She told the doctor in front of me, like, oh, ain't shit wrong with her. Ain't nothing wrong with her. She just lying and da da da. So I'm like, if you think I'm lying, why would you bring me to the doctor? My stomach was killing me. So the doc so when you take a child to the doctor and the mother overrides whatever she her symptoms my symptoms are, it makes the doctor not do their job.
Right.
It's like, oh, all right, you
But
know. So they said we huh.
I don't know. She sounded weird as hell. Like, who does that? But I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I got so many questions, but go ahead, sis. I'm listening. I'm gonna wait until you finish, and I'm gonna ask some
So
questions.
okay. So when we got back to the house, I ate some soup and I went to sleep. I slept all the way from that afternoon all the way to the next day, like off and on. When I woke up the next day, she woke me up to go to school. I went to get up and I could not move. I couldn't move shit, nothing. And she was yelling at me like thinking I was lying. I'm boo hoo crying and I'm in excruciating pain. So I was like, please call the ambulance. So she called them finally, and I couldn't do nothing. They had to pick me up, put me on the stretcher, rush me to the hospital. Come to find out, my appendix bust. So the day before, when I was in all that pain, like since she thought I was lying, like we could have probably got this nipped in the bud if they would have did a CAT scan or something. So when I woke up from that surgery, because they rushed me into surgery, my mother was there. And that was like the happiest moment of my life. And I still didn't tell my mother anything because I know how close they were with each other. And I didn't want my mother, you know, to feel any kind of way or to even feel like I wasn't safe. My aunt just had her ways. And of course, she was on drugs, but she was like
A
what do you
functioning
call it
adult.
when you're not like,
A functioning.
yeah, yeah. She was functioning. So it's like I knew, like I sometimes honestly I couldn't wait till she got high because she was nice. And I held it in as a grown up. I told my mother, and I couldn't finish telling her because she started crying really hard, and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I'm like, "I'm over it now." I'm looking at it like it's not a big deal, which I know it was, because my mother would have never wanted me to be mistreated like that. And of course, there's more little stories, but that's the biggest ones for me.
That's
So
messed up.
my mother, you know how like back in the day, a lot of people didn't know a lot of information about HIV. So my mother hid the fact that she had HIV. I found out. I always assumed it throughout my teen years, just from little things she would say. Um, but when I was like 20, maybe around 22, I found out because my ex-boyfriend worked in the hospital. My mother moved to Indiana. She came up here to take care of me because I ended up developing clots in my legs and I couldn't walk. So she came up to take care of me. She ended up going in the hospital because she was on dialysis and stuff. So my boyfriend read her chart to me. But when he did it as if I already knew she had it. And I'm like, I didn't know that. So I was contemplating with myself, like, should I let her know that I know? So, because I honestly wanted her to know that doesn't matter. Like,
Right.
like, I don't look at you. any different. I know you ain't give it to yourself. So I
Right.
went to my pastor at that time. I went to my pastor and I asked his opinion, like, should I say something? He told me no. So I didn't say nothing. When she finally brung it up, I was like, Ma, I knew already. And she was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? I was like, why wouldn't you tell me? So I bring that up to say, my aunt was the type that when she knew my mother had, I don't know when she told my aunt that she had it, but if my mother was at her house and she would eat off a fork or anything, my aunt was the type to throw it away. So my God, she treated me with my illness, which was just a fucking tumor that's in the inside of me that's not contagious. She treated her like that. And so me and my mother had like a little sad moment because when she came to my house, when I first moved where I'm at now, my mother came with my stepfather. They stayed the night and stuff because my mother always wanted to make sure I was comfortable, stuff like that. My aunt came over, so we had like a little slumber party. My mother cut herself, and me and my mother looked at each other like, because we were waiting for my aunt to say something messed up, but she didn't. She started helping my mother cleaning her wound, and I'm like, Donnie, I have gloves. And she's like, I don't need no gloves. And me and my mother look. Once me and my mother got alone, I was like, that was crazy. Like it was so crazy to us because of how she mistreated us about our illnesses. And it's like I was like, that was a big step for
What do you
her.
think changed? What do you think changed to make her
I
change the way
don't
she viewed
know.
it?
I don't know.
You think she got more educated about it? Because a lot of people wasn't educated on HIV and AIDS. They wasn't educated. So they assume that they can get it just by like different like stupid shit. They assume that they can get it other than having sex and different stuff like that, like how you can really get it. So a lot of people was miseducated, right? So do you think that she got educated
Mhm.
on it, or do you think something happened to the point that because did she get it, like, or like what happened to make her change the way that she saw it? I wonder. You ever
That
ask that?
that that is something me and that's something me and my mother talked about. My mother passed away in 2016. So prior to that, while I'm well in my 30s, me and my mother was talking about it one day. And I said, Ma, I said, do Darlene have HIV? And she was like, I've been wondering that too. She was like, I don't know. And I was like, I said, has she ever used needles? Because she was walking around with long sleeves on in the summertime. So it's like little hints like that me and my mother would discuss. But she has never came out and said it. Now I'm not too uh, savvy in this field, but I know she had got hepatitis C. I think it is.
But you know where that come
I don't.
from, right?
I don't know where that come from.
You know where that come from, right?
No, where it come from?
Okay, so I was gonna wait and tell you after this, right? But it's fine because my daddy been passed away, but my daddy actually had HIV and AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So, but the
Mm.
female that he was with for 17, no, 19 years before he died, she ended up with
Uh,
hepatitis C. So they can get that from dealing with somebody that actually have that disease. You see what I'm saying? That they can.
okay. Is it curable?
It is. It is. And they
Okay.
can take medication and they're fine because they never actually quite developed the disease, but they got it from dealing with somebody that actually had it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I
Okay.
said that something happened.
Yeah.
Maybe she got educated on it and realized that this ain't how you can get it. Or if she was out there on drugs, but you probably was losing and you know what I'm saying? So it just so happened that you may not got that, but you got something else. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how my dad died. You know, I know quite a few people in my family or in my passing that I know have had it, died from it, or whatever, are still living with it. But I know hepatitis C is something that people get that actually deal with people who, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
maybe that's how she got educated. And that's probably why
So I know,
go ahead,
I
princess.
know, I know that she used to have a boyfriend when I was younger, and I know that as I know that they reunited and was back together. He passed away. I never asked what he passed away from, but he was on drugs also. So when he passed away, maybe about a year prior to that is no, I'm sorry, maybe about a half, maybe like 6 months to a year after he passed is when we knew she had hepatitis.
That could be why.
So, like I said, I never asked her. Right. I never asked her though. However, I'm very forgiving. When I told one of my brothers, like I'm close with, my immediate family. We're really, really close and we could talk about anything. But the youngest boy of my brothers, we the ones that stay on the phone for hours. So I don't know how it came up, but I ended up telling him, and he said that I should tell her how I felt. And I was like, Sammy, that's not gonna do anything. I said because 9 times out of 10, she's not even gonna remember doing that. I said, and if she sit there and deny it, that's gonna hurt. So I'd rather not bring it up. I do forgive her. However, that is something that hurt you know. But when I was just in the hospital recently, she came to visit me, and we have a ball when we're around each other. So I don't know. I know I don't want to talk to her about it because it's not gonna do nothing. Like I don't need a I'm sorry. I don't need any of that.
Right, right.
So
Sometimes, like, that's why people have to understand that forgiveness is not for the person. Forgiveness is for you so that you can move
right.
on. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 times out of 10, that person don't
Yeah.
even know that they hurt you, or they're not living off of it. They're not it's not stopping them from doing anything that they want to do. You see what I'm saying? So forgiveness is it's not for that
Yeah.
person. Forgiveness is for you so that you can move on. So it's like you said, you had done healed and moved on and forgave that person without them even knowing that it was whatever. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to. I
Hmm.
always say, like, for me, I just refuse to live in unforgiveness. I refuse to live in that. I refuse to, because
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt that person. And you're walking around upset about something, like you said, she don't even probably know that she did that. She probably don't even know that she made you feel the way that
Right.
you feel. All this time she just been living her
Right.
life, ain't even paying attention, but not knowing what she did to you and it caused you trauma. You know what I mean? But I like
Yeah.
I like the fact that you say you don't heal from it and moved on. I like that because a lot of people don't, sis. A lot of people, they will literally live in that pain. They will live in it instead of moving on. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes people
Right.
be mad at the wrong person.
Right.
It's just like people who cheat. For an example, right? You know how people have outside kids, right? Why do the
Hmm.
wife be mad at the kid for being here and you happy with the nigga that made it? Make that make sense.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just that people don't know how
Yeah.
to. People don't know how to. First of all, you got the you mad at the wrong person. That energy it should be dedicated to somebody else, which you refuse to give the energy to the person who is needed for. Right? So
Right.
it just a lot of stuff like I appreciate you saying that you forgave her and she didn't even know that she had on offended you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't give the energy to who is needed to. You see what I'm saying? And which they really do. They need to give the energy to the person that it need to be given to and not other people because you're mad at the wrong person.
Right. Yeah. I refuse to let anybody take my energy. Like, it's nobody I can just like that's gonna mess up my life or my like my everyday being because of something you did. I'm still living, I'm breathing. And and my thing is I'm a very forgiving person. However, I will forgive you and I will move free. Damn, sorry. I will forgive you and will remove you out of my life. But with her, she ain't going nowhere. Like, I truly love my aunt. Since a little kid, I used to be like, she's my favorite aunt. Like, me and my brothers, we have our favorite aunt, and she's mine.
Right.
She's mine.
Okay, so on my dad's side,
And then my
um, it's all girls. They didn't have any sisters, which they said they found one of their sisters, but until they take a DNA test, that ain't my auntie. I don't care what nobody say. But on my mom's side, I got one auntie. She the favorite by default. I have no other ones.
Mhm.
Nothing else to compare it to. You see what I'm saying? But the one on my daddy's side, my cousin
Yeah.
Nettie here right now. Nettie be going up there to see her auntie in Georgia, but they ain't my auntie because I don't know if that's really my daddy them sister. You see what I'm saying? And I play cousins with a lot
Yeah.
of people, but I ain't for the play you as my cousin, and
Hmm.
I don't know it. That's not wasting the time. You gonna have to
Right.
come up on my DNA somewhere. You gonna have to come up somewhere that say that we related. Other than that, homegirl, you and your children ain't related to me. I don't know y'all. Now, if y'all want to take a DNA test to see if we related, I'm all for it. But just to be walking around, oh, I found
Right.
my sister. The devil is alive. If she ain't mine, ain't gonna do it.
I
You
found
gotta
out
give
I
me
had a
a DNA test,
sister.
huh?
I found out I have a excuse me, I have a little sister. I found out when I was around 22, 23 from my father's side.
Look, my
Actually,
cousin,
that's the same time where when we reunited with my father's side because my aunt, sorry, dang, my aunt worked in child support. My brother, the one I said I'm close with, his baby mother went to go put him on child support. She's sitting there talking to my aunt and not even knowing it. So when she said my brother's name, my aunt was like, "Wait a minute, do we have a sister named Nikki?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh my God, can I get her number?" Now this is the thing. My mother used to get food stamps. Hell, for one, I always had to be on Medicaid because of my health. So I've always been in the system. You work down at the welfare office and child support. We ain't never leave. We never left the state. We were not lost. You know, you do have, I feel like people have a choice to be a good aunt, and you have a choice to not be an aunt.
Nick,
But
I'm
don't get
with
me
you on
wrong,
that.
I don't hold nothing against her. I don't hold, God rest her soul, I don't hold it against my aunt.
But
She
I'm gonna
recently
tell you
passed.
something, Nikki. I'm gonna tell you this, right? Like I got a lot of nieces and nephews. I got a lot of them because I got it's five of us total. You know what I'm saying? My brother got four boys. One of my brothers got two boys, two girls.
Uh-huh.
I got six. My sister got like we. It's a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of kids. Now I do have some nieces and
Uh-huh.
nephews. Girl, I don't mess with them. Don't give two nickels about them.
Right.
Don't give two nickels about
Right.
them. But in some of them, girl, I'll drive to Canada if I had to make sure that they was all right. You see what I'm saying? If they need me, I'm coming to see
Yeah.
about them only
Yeah.
because the respect that they have for me. But I'm the type, if
Right.
you don't like, and some of them it's because of their mammy. You see what I'm saying? I ain't kissing your mammy ass.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care if I see you or
Oh,
not.
Lord.
And then they take on that same persona
Baby.
as they mamas. You see what I'm saying? So don't care at all. But some of my nieces, girl, it's all love. I fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't running behind you.
Right.
I ain't finna do that. Like, I ain't finna do it. I love you. God bless you.
Man.
Don't
My
need you to
oldest
pour
brother
into
got
me.
3 kids by the same woman. My oldest brother got 3 kids by the same woman. And oh, it's hectic. It was always hectic getting the kids. Like one time, my brother went to go get the kids, and his car was in the shop, so he got on the bus. He made it from one town to the next town. The police met him at the bus stop. So they don't call and say he kidnapped his kids. He done kidnapped all 3 of them rugrats. So I said around that time, because my brother had kids, I became an aunt at 11. So I said to myself, I wash my hands, and when they get to the age where they can decide on their own if they want to be bothered with, where I don't have to go through that mother, that's what we going. And so I waited when my
Listen,
oldest niece was 15, 16.
that's how you gotta be. Look, my cousin just said that. Look, my cousin
Yeah.
said, keep it real, cousin. So to say it, but F them mamas in them kids, because that's how you gotta say it. Because like
Yes.
my brother, one of my brothers, his baby mama, his kids, I just like they mammy. You see what I'm saying? Like how all she talk about
Yeah.
is stuff that happened when you cheated on me. Bitch, y'all ain't been together in 30 years. So why you mad? I'm trying to figure out why you mad and why is you still saying that? Oh, you cheated on my mama, bitch. Why you mad? You weren't even here. How you know he cheated? Like some of the stuff is just so.
Right.
Why
Right.
you mad? I'm trying to figure out why you mad. These children be trying to act like the daddy and the mama cheated on them. Like what that got to do with you? That don't have nothing to do with you. Why you mad? I'm trying to figure out why you mad.
Right.
Why is your mama mad? Like
Right.
what's the big deal? If the daddy cheated and got an outside baby, why is the wife mad? You see, like why is the wife be looking at them children like this?
Yeah.
I swear, like I remember this lady, right? She used to look at me and do this. I never understood why this lady used to look at me and roll her eyes, right? I never understood that. And so one day
Oh
I asked
no.
my daddy, I said, Daddy, why this lady looking at me and why she rolling her eyes? Like, who is this lady? You know what he said? That's your brother mama. She only don't like you because your mama
Oh.
beat her.
Oh
Your mama
wow.
beat her up and drug her out the
That's
house,
her
and that's
problem.
why she look at you and roll her eyes. Don't even worry about her. But every time this lady see me, this what she did.
Ooh.
And I was like, I didn't even know who you was. Bitch, you mad at the wrong one. Don't make me call my
Right.
mama down there, bitch, and let her drive your ass again like you one arm bitch. Don't play with me. And so
Right.
it's like, I'm telling you, people are weird as hell. I'm telling you, people are weird. You got
Yeah.
people around here not liking Nikki. My cousin on here,
Yes.
Angie, come on here and tell them how many sisters and brothers you got. Tell them, cousin,
Listen,
come,
man,
tell
I
them how
don't
many sisters
even
and brothers you got.
try. It's about 35.
Oh
And
whoa.
but I'm gonna say this though, and I don't know if it's cause who my mama is, and I'm gonna put my face on here because some of y'all might know my mama, but my cousin can vouch. My mama don't even play that shit.
At all.
So with
Mm.
all the sisters and brothers that I got, my mama get along with all of them. All my daddy kids get along. I mean, my mama gonna tell us she gonna keep it real with me and my sisters. Just know out of 35 of us, my mama's the only woman with 3 kids from my daddy. It's only 2 other women that's got 2, and everybody else got 1.
Oh
So
But
wow.
let me tell you
yeah,
something. One thing about my cousin in their side, they all get along. They
yeah. I
all
was
get
just
like
gonna say that.
I don't know
We
any of
ain't
y'all
got
that
none
don't
of
get
that.
along with each other,
Yeah,
but y'all all get along and y'all
yeah.
all do stuff
Yep.
together. For
And
them to have a
everybody
big
respect
family,
everybody mama. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with our mama and, you know what I'm saying, our daddy. And I think just individuals growing up, because you know, like I tell my mama all the time, whatever issues you and my daddy had, that's you and my daddy. I was created in the midst of
Right.
it, but you can't expect
Mhm.
me to have a, you know what I'm saying, a foul relationship with my daddy, because that's
Right.
my daddy. You know what I'm saying? The man he was to you
Yeah.
is not the man he is to me. All
Right.
his women, you know, even now sometimes, and my daddy gonna be 83 next month. I see women
Oh
and they be
wow.
like, "Oh my God, your daddy is so and so." I'm like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying. Some of them tell me stories about, you know, they know him, you know, from the past or whatever. But
um,
I've never come across a woman that has said anything negative, you know what I'm saying, about my
right.
daddy. It's so crazy with my daddy, and cuz you could verify when we have a family reunion, at least 3 of my daddy baby mamas be there, because that's how we
yeah,
I know
support
that's
each
right.
other. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And
And
let
I
me
know
tell you
that's
something,
right.
that's
yeah,
how he is.
yeah, ain't nobody beefing. You know what I'm saying? The siblings, we all just, we get along. Like, you know, my cousin, we ain't blaming each other because of what our parents did, but you get some of their
Right.
mamas. I see some mamas, they be tripping, but I thank God, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, my stepmama,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? My siblings, mamas and stuff, they don't come at us like that. You know what I'm saying? We just,
Right.
I get
It's
my oldest brother, shit, we be 40 deep in his house. You know what I'm saying? Siblings, kids, grandkids, great grands, you know what I'm saying? And I think we do a lot of that because it's, I mean, it's my dad is satisfied. You know what I'm saying? That's the joy to my daddy.
yeah.
My daddy came up, he had a
Right.
sister, but she died, you know what I'm saying, when my daddy was younger. So my daddy's been the only child, but my daddy loved all his kids. I'm gonna tell you, it's some churn. I know they don't belong to my daddy, and I tell him, now you know that ain't your child. But you know, like them old folks used to say, hey, if you didn't been there, it's a possibility. You know what I'm saying? And if my daddy
right.
said, you know, we go with the flow. We don't treat them no different. But I'm gonna tell
Right.
you the crazy thing about that: the ones who mama that they know, you know what I'm saying, they don't belong to my
Mhm.
daddy. Um, they steer away from us. You know what I'm saying? They don't keep a
Okay.
close bond with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, when we do get around them, it's funny. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny. So 1994, I was going to Greco, and I walked into class, and I kind of like looked at the lady, and one of my cousins was in the class with me, and she was like, "Damn, cuz that lady looked like you." So I'm looking at this lady, I'm like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? We do look alike. But I ain't
Right.
think nothing of it. But you can see I got a crazy ass last name to be black, because Castillo ain't, that ain't even for black people.
Right.
Oh wow.
So
Castillo?
yeah,
Oh.
yep. So, you know, I'm going in there, and I know my name's supposed to be towards the top of the list when they call for attendance, but the
Right.
lady called my name last. So I'm like, that's crazy. So when she got to the when she finally called my name, I'm like, because I'm being a smart ass, because I realized, you know what I'm saying, bitch, you were supposed to call my name. I'm the 3rd person on the list. You making me wait late. So when she get to me, I'm
Right.
like, present, I'm here. So
President
she
accounted
said,
for.
right, right. So she said, oh, your last name's Castillo. I said, yes, it is. That lady said, where you get your name from? Your granddaddy. So that goes to show you how old my daddy is. So I
Mm.
said, no. I said, my last name came from my daddy. And she was like, oh, what's your daddy last? She said, what's your daddy name? So I
Mm.
said, Amos Castillo. So she said, oh, I don't know that name. So I'm like, okay, cool.
What?
Oh,
You know,
she called him a
yeah.
different name. No.
So listen, yeah, right.
Go ahead,
So
I'm
she
following. Go
passed out
ahead.
this, yeah. She passed out the assignment or whatever. So of course I'm still being a smart ass because now you didn't try me because you making me think my daddy old as hell. So which he is though. So when
I
she
was about
said
to say he is 83, right?
right, yeah. So she sit down and I said, just like this, I said the hoes in the streets call my daddy JoJo. No lie. This lady started screaming to the top of her lungs. Oh my God, that's my daddy, that's my daddy. I kid
Oh,
y'all not. I was going to
wow.
Greco Middle School. Man, I got up out of the classroom.
Oh,
I ran to the office and I never forget. I told my assistant principal, Mr. Anderson, I say, man, and her name was Miss Washington. I said, man, this lady in the classroom, I said,
uh,
she crazy. I said, this lady said that my daddy is her daddy. Like she been looking for him for like 15 years. So
oh,
Mr. Anderson say,
wow.
call your daddy. So I said, I want y'all to get the police here because I don't want this lady. You know what I'm saying?
Why you leaving so early?
So
I thought you
surely
work at 5.
I call my daddy and I tell my dad, I say, hey, I said, it's a lady at the school. I said, daddy, the lady said, you her daddy. I said, what's crazy? I said, daddy, the lady looked like me. So my daddy said, what's her name? So I said, Terry Washington. So my daddy started crying. I'm like, what the hell going on? So he was like, that's
You
my
start
daughter.
crying?
Yeah, my daddy said, that's my daughter.
Oh,
He said, I've been looking for her like the last 15 years. He, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much went to giving the spiel, but shit, before I knew it, my daddy was pulling up at the school. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
oh,
looking at this lady and my daddy, mind y'all, he bald headed. Now he ain't got no hair. You know what I'm saying? When he get to the school,
uh,
she got her hair pulled back in a ponytail. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like
they twins.
all us look alike. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh,
Oh, you
crazy.
wow.
know, y'all do,
Yes,
cousin.
man,
Y'all
all
do.
of us.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. So
This
it
is
was
a good
like,
story.
I'm
Oh my God.
man, cuz I'm telling you, it was crazy. But like I say, she had got married. And my mama, like, she say shit. I knew who your daddy was, so y'all was gonna get his last name. You know what I'm saying? I guess they
Right.
mama was just like, y'all ain't getting his
Nope.
last name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, no,
But
no,
she
no. But
knew.
you know, by then,
Yeah.
if the father didn't sign the birth certificate,
You
you
couldn't
could
get
not
their
give
name.
them their
Yeah.
last name.
Yep. And like my daddy say shit. He got what? Hell, I'm 46. I got a brother that's 45. You know what I'm saying?
He would
And
have been at the
Mhm.
hospital every year.
right. And the first three, because my oldest brother, another thing that's funny, y'all, listen, my mama's 68, right?
Uh-huh.
And my oldest brother gonna be 65 this
Wow.
Okay.
year. You know what I'm saying?
Your
So that's
oldest brother from your father's side, right?
Mhm.
right. He's gonna be
Okay.
65. You know,
Cause he
and my mom is 68. So my mom's only 3 years older than my oldest sibling. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I
Papa
say,
was getting it
yeah,
on.
you know what
right.
I'm saying? My story is like, you know what I'm saying? But I promise y'all, with all the craziness, I thank God for my daddy. I love a big family. And
Yeah.
because how we get along, you know what I'm saying? Now we have our differences, but it ain't no longevity stuff like that. It's like I'm just gonna tell
Right.
you about your ass and we going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that. That's
that
what
is
I'm saying. Like,
beautiful.
I love that about. Let me tell you something, Nettie. You on here? This is my cousin Nettie. That's on here. Okay,
Yep.
so you on the Parker side. Nettie is on the Simmons side. So Nettie is on my dad's side. You
Okay.
on my mama's side. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And one thing I always say that I love about my mama's side of the family, we can get mad at each other, but bitch, it's over. Like once we have a conversation, it
Oh,
is
that's it. Yeah.
over. We do not
Yeah.
harbor stuff. Like it's no way we can
No.
go 15, 5, 6, 7, 8 years without talking.
Yeah.
It's no way that we can go without figuring this out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not like that. On Nettie
Mhm.
on the Simmons side,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing like that. Like they having a family reunion. This the first time I seen flyers and anything like that about a family reunion. But I had been pushing them about getting together because we have family
Yeah,
reunions
we do it
every year.
every year.
But on the Simmons side, it's not like that. Like the
Nope.
only one that I talk to on my daddy's side is this one right here. This one right here. Her and her sisters
Mm.
and brothers is the only ones I talk to. Everybody else don't really talk to them, don't see them. The only time we see each because it's at a funeral or something like that.
Yeah.
But this one is the only one that I really talk to on my dad's side.
That's
Crazy.
crazy. I always tell people, even cause when we had the family reunion last year, it wasn't as many because with Paula passing. But I always tell my daddy, you know what? You can have a family reunion with your children and grandchildren and your great grand. You don't need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And you would really look at my daddy and say, this man got all these kids. So you would think he has a lot of siblings, but my dad is the only child. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
My daddy was on child support for one child. And the only reason why is because the state of Florida laws, when you and somebody file for a divorce, you automatically pay child support. But
Right.
my daddy has always been a damn good provider. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, if I call him right now,
Let me
ask
tell
him
you
something.
something. I call your daddy. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you who my favorites is. My favorite is your daddy and God bless their Uncle Columbus and my Uncle Black Eye. Let me tell you, I can get on the phone with any one of them.
Yeah.
And my uncle feel the tea. My uncle say, well, such and such, you got it out of this and this and that. Like, I had the girl Carla come up on my DNA thing, and I couldn't figure out, like, who her daddy was. I said, well, let me call you back. Let me tell you who I called. I called my Uncle Black Eye. I called Uncle Columbus, and I called Joe Daddy, and I called her back and said, oh, your daddy was RJ. Your daddy, this and this and that. Girl, I knew who her daddy was in no time, baby. I got on the phone with my uncles.
They gonna tell you. They gonna tell you. Like my dad always said with us, I don't want none of my kids to ever come across each other and y'all not realize y'all siblings.
Right.
I don't want none of my girls fighting over a man and y'all, you know what I'm saying? And y'all sisters, y'all not even know that.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize how serious, you know what I'm saying, that is with people. Like that shit is real. You know what I'm saying? It's real. I got my two girls now. They daddy got a baby from somebody else, and my oldest daughter, she's more of, I don't really think it matters to her about building a relationship with her sister, but I think she wants to acknowledge the fact that, I am your sister and you're not here alone. And if you ever need us, you know what I'm saying? We're here.
Yeah.
But they daddy seeing something different. But like I told my baby, whenever you get ready, I'm definitely here for it. Because one thing I'm going to do about them kids, I'm going to step by them kids. Like,
let me tell you something. All my kids, sisters and brothers call me mom. Because they know, like, bitch, we family, like, regardless of whatever it is. And cousin, I remember what we was at a restaurant, and we was at a Chinese restaurant. You was at that table?
Yep, up there in Brandon.
Yeah, you said, you look like my cousin. What's your mama name?
Yeah.
It was so funny. I was like, I'm gonna call you and tell who your dad is. And I said, yeah, that's my uncle.
Yeah.
Trying to find out we cousins. I remember that.
I'm just walking my baby to the door because I'm still alone because she finna get ready to go, but I'm still here.
Yeah, it was funny.
I have a big family on my mother's. I have a big family on my mother's side, and the last name, all of us are related somehow, some way, with that last name. When I was like 14, I made out with this boy. Come to find out, he's a cousin. He is a cousin, and it's just like, damn. Like when you have kids, you have to let them know who they family are.
Yep, that's.
Imagine if I went all the way. First of all, that I was too young, but it's still like we talk often, like we just say hi, but we never brought up that situation, and we're not like first, second cousins. We somewhere down the line, but I don't care. I don't do the number count. If you're Hanford, we're related somehow, somewhere.
I always wonder, like, how they be saying that's my second cousin twice removed. How baby? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't understand the remove one.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know that remove part. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I know the first and second cousin.
Yeah,
I don't know what that remove means.
Like my cousin Nettie, that's on here right now. That's my first cousin because our daddy's a brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my first.
Hi, Nettie.
Hey, can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
We can hear you.
I want to make sure. Okay.
But it's like,
welcome.
we have to do. I don't know. I just feel like we have to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like people really got to do better
Yeah.
as relationships wise. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they let little stuff stop you from being related. Like honestly, on my daddy's side, girl, I don't care.
Yeah.
This one is the only one I talk to. The rest of them,
I wish
It's
our
crazy when family
I
be
wish
like
they
that,
were.
though, man. People don't realize, you know what I'm saying? Like
Life is too
what
short.
family is. Like
Right.
you don't get
And
it. It's like
But
everybody be
Sean,
mad
when I
about something.
oh
do
yeah,
you watch Marriage? What is it? Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Oh yes, that's my
I
show.
Okay.
don't.
So I bring this up to say this.
Mm,
Letitia and her cousin Kiki, they didn't
Oh,
get
that's
along
so
or whatnot,
sad.
right? But she
Yep.
recently
mm.
died at 42. And I always
Yep.
tell Sean
Yeah,
that
I seen
I
sometimes,
that.
seen that. But see, this the thing, Nettie. Let me tell you something. I seen that we were talking about that on Voodoo Doll yesterday, right? I
yeah,
seen all of that. But my thing is this, girl. I don't care. I ain't going to the funeral. Don't care.
Sean, stop. Oh,
Don't care. I ain't gonna start caring
Wait
if you
a
die, bitch.
minute.
I ain't gonna start trying to
oh
care if
my
you die.
God.
Like, I'm gonna keep that same energy, the same
Oh,
energy that you keeping that you alive, bitch. I'm not gonna care when you die. Like, don't
yeah.
care. If I go to a person's funeral I don't like, I am literally just going to make sure that that's them that's dead. That's
Mm,
it.
And
I'm just being honest.
Oh,
I am being honest. I
damn.
am not
that's my
going
I
to
hate
cousin.
to
say,
be your enemy.
That's my cousin.
I am not going just to say, oh my God, like maybe we should have done something to fix it because this
But
is how
Letitia
I feel.
all sad
If a
about it though.
what?
She's sad about it.
You'll be all
Nettie,
right.
you said she's sad about it.
Nettie, you say you sad about it, or you say I'm sad about it? Nettie,
Uh-uh.
her phone might have went out. Her phone might have went out. But I ain't sad about it, Nikki. You see what I'm saying? Because this is how I feel. I think that if a person want a relationship with you, then guess what? They need to build a relationship with
Mm,
you.
yep.
I'm not going to
right.
change the way that I feel just because a person died. Girl, we can both be in heaven with the ancestors, and just like I ignored your ass on earth, we'll do it there.
Yeah.
Ain't
Oh,
gonna be no
definitely could
difference.
ignore
You
somebody.
see what I'm saying? So it's like if a person want to fix something, they can fix it here.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait to fix anything. If a person want a relationship with you,
You
they
ready?
can fix the relationship with you now.
Yeah.
This is how I feel. If
Right.
I haven't done anything to you, I am not going to chase you because I haven't done anything to offend you.
Right.
Because a lot of people they do the offending and then want you to fix it.
Yep.
No, I did nothing wrong. If you want to
Yeah.
fix it, you fix it. You the one offended. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? Like I literally got some people they get mad at me
Yeah.
because they baby daddy tried to talk to me. Why you want to fix it? That's your nigga. That ain't your baby daddy. Bitch, you fix it. Why
Right.
do I have to fix it when you got this deviant and I don't want to be around this predator? So so in order for me to have a relationship with you, I gotta put up with your bastard, I gotta put up with your husband that be looking at me crazy, looking at my ass in my inbox, always trying to talk to me just so that I can have a relationship with you. Nah, bitch, fuck
Oh,
all y'all. Nope, I'm good. I don't been through enough trauma in my life to know that I don't have to continue to victimize myself. Not gonna do
right.
it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going to do it. And I refuse to let anybody make me feel bad for me choosing me. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to,
Yeah.
I'm not going to make nobody, I'm not going to allow anybody to make me feel bad because I chose to love myself more
Right.
than I choose to allow you to play with me or to allow your nigga to try to have sex with me. Why do I have to tolerate that? I should not
Right.
tolerate that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how we though. But a female to get mad at you because of they niggas. You gonna keep them, but you okay. You getting mad at me because he's looking at me. You ain't checking him. That's just like
Right.
a wife. The wife would get mad at the child that's born instead of the husband that made the child. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? You don't forgave
I
him.
can't stand that. I hate
You
that.
okay with him, but you don't like the child. The child did something. The child ain't do nothing. That's an innocent person coming into your foolishness, but you
Yep.
mad at him. How does that make sense? That makes absolutely no sense. You mad at the wrong person. That's just like my mama. My mama beat up my brother mama, but she loved it my brother. You see what I'm saying? Like she loved it my brother.
Yeah.
So it's like people, to me, people are upset about the wrong thing, and then they want you to apologize or to fix it. I refuse to apologize or to mend or fix a relationship with a family member only because I disconnected the relationship because your nigga was inappropriate to me or you was inappropriate to me. Because I don't cut some male cousins off too.
Right.
Because nigga, you talking about, oh, you think you fine. I want to da 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 da. What? If you wasn't my cousin,
Oh, hell no.
what? And I chose to disconnect from you, but it's my
Man.
fault because I choose me and my peace of mind over anything else. No, nigga,
Right.
ain't gonna do it. I refuse. I'm too old for that. Maybe in my younger days, I would say, okay, I would try to fix it, knowing like the type of person they is. But now I will be 50 years old in November. I refuse to allow anybody that look at me in a sexual way to play with me. I shouldn't have to go put on some sweatpants when
I
you
know
come
that's
around
it.
because your man looking at my ass in my house.
Right.
Ain't gonna do
Yeah,
it.
no.
I'm
Oh,
not
hell
gonna do it.
But you know what I always
I ain't
say?
doing that no
not at
more.
all.
Yeah, doing stuff like that is because you know what, you can have a woman at home, and you know what, you don't respect her at home. That's why you doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Just just
True.
being, you know what I'm saying, just doing stuff like that. It's like that ain't what it is.
Exactly. And they mad at you. You got female cousins that's mad at
Yeah,
you only because
yeah,
they man is
yeah,
disrespecting them. You allowing it, not
yeah,
me. You allowing it. You're tolerating it. You're
yeah,
putting up with it. You're okay with it. But you mad at
yeah.
me.
Right.
That's why I say I don't talk to a lot of people in my family because a lot of them they get mad because of the niggas that they choose. I'm straight. You think I'm finna let you continue to traumatize me and psychologically abuse me only because your nigga ain't bought two nickels or two dimes? No, I'm straight. Ain't gonna do it, cousin. Ain't gonna do it. Ain't
Yeah,
gonna do it.
yeah, that
I
ain't it.
know it. So, you know, I don't care. But I always, how everybody got that one cousin. I dropped the link again for you, Nettie. I dropped the link. All you gotta do is click on the link. If you got a phone call or something like that, it could have kicked you off. But I'm
Um,
I'm not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm refusing to do that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not. I love my family. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. Like I am really big on family, Nikki. You know that. That's why, like, I have family cookouts. Daddy, y'all know I used to have
Oh yeah.
cookouts every 3 months just to get the family together. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like I had to stop doing that because I was putting too much money in that. I
Yeah.
always do that. I
mm-hmm.
always have cookouts. But let me
Right.
tell you something. When they have family events, do they invite me and mine? Absolutely not. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So what I am not going to do is that's why I'm hauling ass now. You think I know anybody in Georgia? You think any of my family in Georgia? You see what I'm saying? Like literally,
yeah,
I'm leaving everything that
Yeah.
I freaking know and going somewhere else to start over with me and my kids. I have absolutely no clue about nothing up there. But I just decided that this will be the best
Right.
move for me and my family because at the end of the day, I have to put my children and me and my husband, I have to put us first. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
right.
So I choose to get up and
Right.
leave everything that I know down here only because the people that I think my family bitches don't give a shit. You think they care? Half these hoes mad because your nigga looking at my ass. Why? What did I do?
Yeah, they,
You see what I'm saying? They can't tell you what you did,
yeah,
but they mad because of they nigga disrespecting
yeah.
them. Because the nigga ain't disrespecting me, I ain't gonna respond. That nigga disrespecting you, and you mad. You can always tell a bitch that'll settle for any. That's some Betty White niggas, Nikki. You know them Betty White hoes. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie
Right?
is just a man, and he's doing the best he can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some Betty White hoes. It's better to have a
Yeah.
big man than no man at all. So I'm just gonna take what I got and work with it. That's them hoes. Them hoes. I ain't doing it. I ain't gonna do it. And my cousin, I love that. She always be trying to get me to see the bigger picture. But bitch, I ain't small-minded bitch I am. I refuse. Ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, our birthdays are a day apart. And I said, you know what? You the mean Scorpio. I'm the nice Scorpio.
Don't
Oh,
care. Ain't gonna change how I am. I'm the logical Scorpio. This bitch the illogical one. If you want to say it like that, then let's say it like that, bitch. I'm the logical one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's the
Refuse.
logical one. Yes, that.
I refuse. I refuse to let these niggas play with me, family or not.
yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something. I had a cousin tell me, guess what they told me? I pay you just to
What?
fuck.
Oh,
I said,
Huh?
we
wow.
cousins. We cousins. That's what I said. We family. Yeah,
What?
but I'm just saying, how much it's gonna cost?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bitch,
Yeah.
you ain't
Wow.
related to
That's
me.
oh
We ain't cousins no more. If that's how you
wow.
see me, we ain't cousins no more. Ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
I know a girl that slept with her cousin for $100.
What?
Yep. She said
I
she
had
needed
one
some
offer
money
me $1,000 and it
and
still wasn't enough.
she
I had
needed
one of my
some
sister's
money
baby daddies
and
tell me,
that
bitch,
was the only way he was gonna give it to her.
look, I had one of my sister's baby daddies tell me, bitch, I give you 2 bands because I want you. I'm good. Bitch, because I can't be bought. Was broke as a
I
bitch,
don't
still broke as
understand.
a
Like,
bitch,
what do you
but
want to
can't
do?
be bought. Can't be bought.
What, like, why they want it so bad?
That's the problem. I don't know. But what they ain't gonna do is get it. I know I'm a bad bitch. But at the same time, bitch, I'm a smart bitch too. I'm
Right.
good.
Right.
I am good. I am good. Don't want me. Don't blame me. I'm good at that. And guess what I'm gonna do? I love my cousin enough to separate from you. You see what I'm saying? See, I love you enough. Even when you don't love yourself enough and know what's best for you, I'm gonna love you enough to separate only for the simple fact is, bitch, I want to see you better. You see what I'm saying? See, I don't want to hurt you. So what I would do is I
Yeah.
will remove myself so that I don't tempt your nigga, bitch. I'm gonna remove myself. That's how much I love you.
Yep.
But see, they feel like that. I'm mean,
Hey,
bitch. I'm mean. I'm this. I'm that. I'm whatever. Only because the way that I see stuff. You see what I'm saying? So then I become the mean one.
Yeah.
I'm not friendly. I'm this. I'm that. Only because I love you enough to remove myself. Because I want see. I want your nigga to only have eyes for you. So I'm gonna remove myself. But guess what? I'm the mean
I'm
one.
helping you out.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm the mean one. I'm this.
Yep.
I'm that. All right, but I'm still gonna love you enough to help you, bitch, because you don't love me enough to help me. But you know, it be good. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying, Dre? You know I'm online. All right. But you know, that's just how it be. So I just I'm not doing it. I love people too much. I love myself. You know what I'm saying? See, it was at one point in time in my life
Yeah.
where I didn't love myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I believe a lot of people we go through this, but it's the point where we don't love, we don't value, we don't respect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? See, because when you love yourself, you're not
Right.
gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
When you love yourself and value who you are, you're going to respect yourself. You're gonna respect your body. You know what I'm saying? So I love
Right.
myself
Yep.
enough. I love myself enough to say, you know what, I'm not gonna let you play with me. But you know, that's just me. I'm an outside the box type of bitch. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't understand me. They just think I'm mean. You know what I mean? They just daddy. They just
No,
think
Yeah.
I'm mean,
you're not
but
mean.
they don't understand that I love myself enough. You know what I'm saying? If I got a cousin or a
Hmm.
homegirl and I know that that nigga be in my inbox, that nigga be hitting on me, and that nigga is always checking me out. If I separate myself from you, it's only because I respect you enough so that I don't wanna fuck up your relationship because I fuck that shit up. Better be glad I'm married and changed. I fuck it up. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I ain't like that no more. I used to be like that, but I ain't like that no more. Bitch would have caught me in my 20s. Bitch, I'd be laughing at you kissing him because I know that nigga was giving me some head. I'd be laughing. I'd be thinking that shit funny, bitch. He just ran over here because I know that nigga paying mine. I know that nigga giving me some head. I would think that's funny. That you in love with this type of nigga. I would think that that's funny. But I'm not that person no more. You see what I'm saying? So you better be grateful
Yeah.
and love the person that I am now because bitch, I don't change. The Lord don't change me. They said, nigga, I got a testimony, but see, I don't
I,
change. They better leave me alone. I got a husband. They better leave me alone. I'm just saying, leave me alone. I don't be bothering nobody. I swear, I don't bother nobody. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I
I'm the
ain't for
same.
everybody. You know how you just gotta realize like you ain't for everybody. It's
Yep.
only like you only for certain people. And when you
yeah.
understand that, you gotta be okay. You gotta
Mhm.
know that everybody ain't meant to be your friend. Everybody ain't meant to go with you. Everybody's not meant to be around you. I always say that God brings people for a reason, a season, and a time. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is not always meant to
Yeah.
be your friend. And I am okay with that. You see what I'm saying? That's why Nettie is the only one I really mess with out of my daddy brothers and sisters. Like I mess with other cousins, but out of my daddy brothers, Nettie is really like the only one that I mess with,
Hmm.
and her and her sister Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
fuck with them, but it's some of them I don't mess with, and it's the reason why I don't mess with them. Stop, like people gotta always stop thinking like, why don't you like? For me, I always think if you tell me it's somebody that you don't mess with, I always got my logical, my mind think is what happened to make you separate from that person. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't automatically think like
Yeah.
something wrong with you. I always try to figure out like what happened to make you separate. Did you do something? Did they do something? What happened to make you separate? That's what people got. See, people be asking questions, but they be asking the wrong questions.
Yep.
Right.
I'm so happy with my own company, because like
You getting that?
out of your friend.
Huh?
Oh, can you hear me?
Go, you
Your
low.
phone's breaking up.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you low.
I don't
Turn
know.
your volume up. Say it again.
Um, different. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you
I
now.
hear you.
I said, I'm sorry about that. I guess my Wi-Fi is tripping, but I was just saying sometimes it's good to be okay with your own company because, like you said, not everybody is your friend, not everybody is for you, and I'm okay with that too. I I'm at
Right.
peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with that. But
That's what I
Hmm.
am. I'm
I
just
got
grateful.
I got a cousin, and I told her that her boyfriend was cheating or messing with some girl. Girl, she cussed me out. I said, "What? Look, that's some white people shit. Like I didn't know, like that shit really happened. Like they be like be careful, don't tell, because then they'll blame you or something like that." She cussed me out because she didn't want to hear that type of news. I said, well, I'm not the type that know the damn stove is hot and is not gonna warn you. Like you're my cousin. When I think of a nigga cheating, first thing on my mind, I know it might be a little, but it's STD.
Yep.
Like, I was saving you. We got over it, but I was like, bitch, if I ever find something else out, I ain't telling you. I'm not telling you.
And that's just how I gotta be. I love you, but I gotta love like some people you gotta love from a distance. I love you, but everybody is not meant to be in an intimate relationship with you. Everybody is not meant to be close to you. And that got to be okay. Like you have to be fine with that. I am okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do you one favor too. I'm gonna do you another favor. Bitch, if you die, I ain't going to you first. If I don't fuck with you now, why would I fuck with you when you dead? What I'm here for? I don't know
Right.
you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Don't care. Oh, my kids, if I when I die, bitch, I want my funeral to be invitation only. Bitch, if you ain't invited, don't come. Because I swear to God, I'm gonna come back and get your ass. Don't come. Leave me the fuck
I
alone.
got
If my
flyers
kids
for the
don't
funeral.
invite you, if they don't invite you, you are not invited.
RSVP.
I'm gonna come and get your ass. That's the game, bitch. Go to sleep. Close that eye. I'm gonna be right there. People, bitch. You see me? Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Invite only.
But I think that's it for the day. I think you see, Nick, I'm trying to do better, right? I'm trying to go live every day, like I said I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So we got to I'm gonna call
Yeah.
you in a little bit so we can figure out what we're gonna talk about tomorrow. But I'm finna go make me a crab boil because that's what I'm
Okay.
making today. I'm finna make me a crab boil.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
finna go
hey,
make me a seafood boil.
I need to get Jay too, so we can come over here to spend some time with KJ.
Oh, before we leave, girl.
When you leaving? When you leaving?
As soon as I can sell my house.
You got on the market?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm put on the market next week. But yeah, as soon as I sell it, I'm gone. Because I'm going to go buy me a house cash, baby. Mortgage payment will not have.
Well, yeah, definitely before you leave, of course. But you know,
Yep. But if he want
before
to come out,
summer
see
ends.
what he want to do.
Okay.
But Nikki, we finna get up off of here. I'm gonna call you in a little bit.
Okay.
Pick up your phone.
Okay.
Nettie,
I will.
thank you for joining the live today. And we will
Yeah, my
be
first
back with
time.
you. I know you gotta do it more often.
Yeah, I'll do it. I just
Right?
didn't know how to. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah. Nice
If
meeting you,
you know
Nelly.
you can turn your camera on too. You
I
know
know,
what?
but I'm up here trying to do stuff around the house, so I'm holding the phone and
Listen,
multitasking.
I was just finna say you gotta show your face one day because everybody think we twins. Nikki,
Yeah, they
everybody
do.
think me
I
and my
will.
cousin Nettie twins.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Our dads are brothers. They look alike. So
Oh.
yeah.
Oh
Everybody,
wow.
let me find a picture of me and
That's
Nettie. I'm gonna
good.
show it to you because everybody
Yes.
think we twins. Hold on, let me find a picture. I got a picture of me and her. Let me show you. Everybody think we twins. It's so funny too. They think we twins.
Yes.
Our
And we
birthdays
are first
are a day
cousins.
apart.
So
Our
yeah,
birthdays are a
first.
day
Oh
apart. We
wow.
first cousins, but everybody think we twins. And it's so funny because a lot of people think that her daddy is my daddy.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Nigga, I'm finna show you a picture.
Okay.
All right. Well, I know you about to get off of here, Sean. So I will talk with you a little later.
All right.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.
All right. Bye, Nelly.
Bye, Nikki. Bye. Okay, so I don't even know how to drop from this, y'all. So,
Let me do it.
Sean, I don't know what I'm doing.
I got her. Okay, so Nikki, look in the group thing. Let me show you. Everybody think that it's so
And
funny. If we go to a restaurant, people think we twins. I'm like, we are not twins. We ain't even the same year. Like our birthdays
oh
are
wow.
different.
Yeah.
But I am so much older than her.
Yeah, I do look alike.
Hold on, I got another
Oh.
one. I'm looking for this other one. But yeah, it's so funny because people think we twins. We be rolling. We be rolling. It's so funny, and the crazy part about it is her oldest daughter and my oldest daughter look alike. Her son and
Uh-huh.
my son look alike. It's so crazy. It is
Oh
so freaking
wow.
crazy. Like I don't know. Our genes are really strong, and I don't. That's all I can think is that we got really, really strong genes. But everybody think
Yeah.
we went to this restaurant and this lady was like, "Oh my God, you guys are twins," and we didn't know what the fuck that lady was talking about. I was like, "Who?" 'Cause I didn't know she
Right.
was talking about us. She was like, "Oh my God, twins!" And yeah, who?
Where? Who you talking
She's
to?
like, "You too," and I'm like, "We're not twins."
Mm,
But I'm finna get off of here, Nikki. I'm finna call you,
okay.
love. All right, love
Okay.
you.
Love you.
All right, how you do this? Okay, in live.